Hi there guys, it's Sandra again. Yeah, video time. Finally, you have no idea how long I've been waiting for a chance to make more videos and simply talk to you about things that I kind of feel the need to talk. I'm gonna title this video as something called just look back on 2021. It was a tough year, but it was the best year of my life. And do forgive the flickering lights. My ring light is not of best quality, but it will do its job right. I finally got one, if anything. So we're gonna have slightly better video material to go with it. Now, to get back on the subject here. Just to look back on 2021, I'll try to keep this as in detail, but also keep it not as long as it can be. As most of you know, last year has been everything, everything, I can essentially say everything, because it was a learning year and a year where I got to know myself, where I got to essentially reconnect with the child inside of me that truly does believe that one can follow your dreams, and where the child that I forgot was there. It was a year of change, of growth. It was a year that, given a chance, I would do all over again, the bad and the good, because all the lessons there I needed to learn. But just to look back on some results and everything that happened in the last year, as essentially, all those who follow me at least, it was a horrific start to the year where I suffered essential abuse on my workstation job and I was in a very low place mentally, where I was no longer able to live the rest of my life knowing that I would never try or grow from place I was. It all started when I essentially got fed up with not just working for someone else's dreams, but I got fed up of not having a goal in my life. I needed one. And I was low. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. I was low. So, in light of that, I kind of decided to seek out help through a dear family friend to whom I owe more than she can ever know, or will most likely ever know. She introduced me to a mentor and who started to work with me and build me up mentally to the point where I found myself, where I shedded all the things I thought I knew about myself, and all the things that people kind of put on me, like things like saying that my dreaming big is a flaw, that my stubbornness is a flaw, that there's something wrong with me. I kind of had a feeling that there was something wrong with me, and that is not true. There is nothing wrong with me, just as there is nothing wrong with anyone else who dreams big. We are merely at a point of our lives when we need to follow something bigger and something better. Just a second, let's see if I can perhaps lower this. Jesus Christ, never mind. So, yeah, it's not flickering. You figure. Where we're at the point of our lives when we're seeking ourselves, when we're looking for some greater meaning in our life other than working for someone else and having this empty lifestyle where we're we have this whole potential in our arms and hands, and whatever crafts you do, whatever skills you have, it's a potential unused, and at some point it's going to want to go out to be showcased, for you to be recognized for it. I'm not the best artist, but I can draw better than some people I know. I might not be the best writer, but my imagination is beyond capable of creating worlds and magic, and what I essentially saw as flaws are my strengths. I had to learn to use those, but before I learned how to use those properly, because I'm still learning, I had to learn to acknowledge who I am. And in order to shed everything off, the ideas people had about me, the old beliefs that it was simply a myth to dream of everything, yeah, it took a while. It took traveling, it took shedding, it took lessons, it took learning, it took acknowledging myself to the point that I truly did have to learn to believe in myself. Once I freed death, once I freed that, another lesson I had to learn was to love myself for who I am and be essentially unapologetic for me. I make no excuses. I am a dreamer. I do achieve, and I know for a fact that within the last year, I went from being nowhere to having a clear goal of where I want my life to go to. I understand my skills, I work with my skills, I use my skills, I use my imagination, and I am not asking for anyone else's opinion on what I make, what I do, and what my story essentially is about. It's a horror story, essentially, there's a whole bunch of dark elements to it, but it's me. It's essentially me. I am not apologizing for it to anyone. Following that freedom and all the lessons and the fact that I had to learn that again while working with someone else on a project, I kind of understood that no one understands this project better than I do, because that other person didn't write it, that other person didn't imagine this whole world, that other person doesn't understand the exact workings of this world. I do. This is all came from here, and it needs to be released from here through me. No one else is going to understand this better than I do, and it essentially meant taking on responsibilities of every single step I made while starting before I was ready to make those steps, because no one else can do this. I can explain it, I can seek help, I am looking forward to working with people who are marketing experts who can help me with some things I lack about it. But in terms of the core project, it came from here, it needs to be released from here by me. So I have to find people who I'm going to work with who are willing to share this vision and share these ideas with what this world essentially is, and it's a whole bunch of layers. And if you want to learn a little more about it, there are a few videos about it, but I will make more videos about it. I had to take on this possibility. I had to take on the hardships and simply learn to deal with everything that's gonna be coming my way. And what I learned over the last year or so is money didn't get me this far. If I had all the millions in the world, I could have gotten to the publishing of the book in any means I wanted, any numbers I wanted. I couldn't have done a whole book tour, but at some point something would come along that would destroy me and I would quit. So it wasn't my money that got me this far, it was my mind. It was my strength, it was the build-up gifts of my teachings and teachings transferred to me through working on changing my entire mindset to be more mindful of the moment than simply abusing my own imagination to think of all the bad things that could have come from this and will undoubtedly at some point show up its ugly face, and I'm aware of that, but I am stronger because I've been through this and I know I can. There's nothing stopping me from it. It's a lesson. It was the hardest yet the best year of my life, and I have no regrets for it. Lessons I've learned could be put in essential term movie length of the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy, extended version, but I'll just try to keep things short and in the core of what I learned. Each lesson is a step forward and upwards to where I want to go and where I want to be. I am growing free each day. I am today stronger and better than I was yesterday. Definitely, because yesterday I was in a bad mood. I am growing. I am not stopping for anything, and I am not apologizing for any steps I've made. I made mistakes with going straight away to crowdfunding in hopes of perhaps financially seeing this thing through, but I kind of failed in it, so I am not afraid to say now that our Go Get funding campaign wasn't as successful as I thought it would be. Sales of the book prior to Amazon have been great. I can say that I was not shocked at the numbers, simply wasn't where I wanted them to be, and that's simply due to the fact that it wasn't reaching the right audiences, but I am working on it, I'm changing it, and I will not stop growing. Also, following the last year, I learned an important lesson, and that is who will stand by me when things get hard, who my real friends are. Those who weren't my real friends left, and that is a great number of them. I can say I have lots of friends left. A lot of people left my life. A lot of people will still live my life, but I got plenty in return. I got in return people who proved that I'm not alone. People who left needed to leave, so it's not all bad. I am thankful for all the lessons of 2021 and eager to see what this year has in store for me and things I'm gonna go through with this year with the project, and I'm finally shaking off all the bad things and bad thoughts I had about this project, and I am moving forward into 2022 stronger, more focused, determined, learning new skills and learning new things about me, which sometimes, like today, surprise me and truly do show me how strong I am. So yeah, keep following. There'll be no info soon. The book will be on Amazon soon. Soon as I'm out of isolation, I will be continuing to work on having this book back on Amazon, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm back, I'm stronger, and I am me. I am me. That's the best. No, that's essentially what I'm going to use to describe last year. I am me. So do take care, guys, and subscribe, follow, share. There's the links should be uploaded to during the day. on how to support me on Python and all the other means of finding out about my project or my little big secret or my driving forces. It will be in the description of this video, so do check it out. And thank you for your support, guys, and I will see you here soon, guys. I love you. I miss this.